Okay, so I'm finally doing this video. A lot of people on Twitter keep asking me um, how to do their own avatars, um, and so finally I just want to do a video so I can teach you guys on how to do these avatars. They're super simple, I think, and anyone can do them. Yeah, they don't even take that long to do. Super quick. So here you go. Maybe you can learn something. So let's just get started. So of course you need to have Photoshop, no duh, or Paint. If you could do it in Paint, oh, that would be impressive. But let's just go ahead, and this is not what we're working on. This is for a project for someone else. But so just yeah, just open up, and you just need to get any logo or whatever logo that you want to use, or whatever logo that you want to use for your avatar. Um, so just open up your logo, and then you just go on Google or go on any picture website and just get whatever picture you want. Just get a cool looking picture that pops out. So the picture that I'll be using, and actually let me just go on top of here. Um, no, I don't want to open it. The picture I'll be using is this picture. Zombie girl. We'll call her zombie girl. Um, Looks scary and mean. Um, So let's just place that into our picture. So first thing you want to kind of do is just turn down the opacity of your picture so you can see the logo. And the reason you want to do this is because you kind of want to have a feel for where you want to put your subject, or where you want to put, in this case it's the girl, where you want to get her to, um, so it can blend in the logo. So you just kind of want to move it around and just find an area. And actually for me, I think just the starting point worked perfect actually. So let me just take my opacity back up. So basically what you want to do, the first thing is obviously you want to cut your picture. You want to cut your subject, or the person that is that you want to incorporate your logo to. In this case it's this evil looking girl. So let's just zoom in, um, so we can take a better look at her ugly, robotic, or zombie looking face. Being mean. So there's different ways you can cut out a picture. You can use the pen tool. You can use the lasso tool. There's just so many ways. If you want to know how to do it using like the pen tool, which is more professional, or using other tool, you can go on YouTube. I'm not gonna do a tutorial on this. Basically, I will use this, like the simplest way to do this is to use the quick selection tool, the fastest way. And sometimes I use this way, to be honest, if I kind of want to do an avatar real quick. And it's actually really accurate, this tool. So it actually works. And as you can see, you just want to just go over your figure. um, okay, so there we go. Just get everywhere. Just kind of let go of your mouse a couple of times, so if you mess up you can undo, start from that part and not redo the whole thing. So yeah, just keep going. um, yeah, just get every part, and see right there I kind of went too far, kind of went outside. So a way you can undo that part is you can go edit undo, but I think the easiest way is click alt, and you see you're gonna see a minus sign instead of the plus, and then that's just undoes the part that you didn't want to select. And see, kind of just grabs it nicely of um, your image or whatever you want to select it. So just do this part. As you can see, this tool actually works really well. um, so um, yeah, and let me know if my voice is sounding a little weird, or if because I wasn't planning on doing this tutorial, and all of a sudden I'm like, I have a little time, and let me just go ahead and do this whip out this tutorial real quick. So yeah, I'm doing this really quickly, and I don't know how my mic sounds or anything like that, but hopefully it sounds pretty good. um, so right there I made a mistake. I went too far. So yeah, just undo it again. Okay. Um, and I need to select my knife again and went too far again. Okay, so yeah, just just take your time, and you can even make the brush a little smaller so you can just get into smaller area details. And some pictures are gonna be a little harder to kind of trace over, but this one wasn't. See how now? Oh, yeah, I kind of went too quick. See, when you selected your whole picture, you kind of want to go up here to refine edge and just click on it, and just kind of shows your image of what you selected. So it looks pretty good already, but you see how we have kind of those edges and jaggeds? Kind of want to be a little more smooth. So what I normally do is I put like one radius or something, or point something, it doesn't matter, just a little bit. But this, see how smooth down here? Just put a lot, just turn that up and see how you can already see kind of smoothes out that part. Um, and I do a little bit of contrast, kind of gives it sharper edges. So yeah, that looks pretty good already. So just press OK, and it reselects everything. So just now you can just um, press Control or Command C, Command V, copy and paste. So now you have that image pasted on top. So now if you unselect everything, you have your image right on top of there, which is looking pretty fine. That works for now. So now what I want to do is I want to take my original picture, and I kind of want to bring this to the background. Um, okay, so but I also want to have a duplicate. So a way you can duplicate, you can just go ahead and just right click this and just duplicate layer. So yeah, so you have two layers now, and just bring one to the background. And you have this one, so see, you brought that one, we brought that one to the background behind the logo. And then we have this one. I'm going to turn it on, and what I want to do with this one is I want to bring in, see the red over there, how we have all this part red. And actually, let me turn off my color overlay, so now it's white. But we kind of want to bring our background inside that logo, that part, the white part. So what you want to do is you want to have your picture right on top of your logo, and this is my logo. So then you want to go in between and press Alt and go in between. When you see the square and the arrow going down, you just want to click in between those. And now I put my picture inside the background on my logo, and that's what I want it to look like right there. It's getting there. We're almost there. So now I kind of want to make my avatar a little realistic, my logo a little realistic. See, what I want to do is for the image, my figure or this girl, I want her hands sticking out of the logo, but I want her body inside the logo. So we're just gonna do a little magic on this. So what you want to do is select your outline figure, which is on top, and then you basically what you want to do, because we want to cut out this part, but not the part inside the logo, just this outside part of her skirt. And notice that if I hide this figure, we have inside, we have this our same picture, but um, the figure or the girl is inside within that background, so we have a copy inside there. So technically all we need to do is we just need to just erase the skirt on the bottom here. um, and so just grab the eraser. um, Let me just turn off my background image so I can see what I'm erasing. So then just erase. You don't want to erase the hand, just erase the skirt. And it erases until up to that point of the logo outline, because inside our logo we have the same image, and the same girl is inside there. So it's kind of a trick you can use. So now we have just her body is inside our logo and her hands are coming out, is what the illusion we want to get. So now turn back your background layer, And now I see that when I turn on my background layer, I still have the skirt in the background. And I kind of just undid what I just did, so I kind of want to remove that part, the skirt part. But now you just can't erase this part, because if you just erase this part, then you're gonna see the background, the white part, which you don't want to see. So now we're gonna have to be clever and mask this part. Um, and one way you can do this, there's a lot of ways, is you can kind of use the background. You can just use another part of this background and just put it on top of here and just mask it. So I see this blue area right here might work if we put it back here. So just grab the lasso tool and just select your background and just grab a chunk, you know. You don't want to grab too much of the rocks or the hand here. Just that blue area. We just want to get this blue area, um, and just grab it and just go around the rocks and just connect them. And now you're selecting the area, and now Command C and Command V. And I'm using a Mac, so it's Command for me, but I think it might be Control for Windows. But yeah, just copy it and paste it. So now we have that part on top of our background, and then just move it um, on our top of our skirt. We don't want to see the skirt. Um, and actually, let me just make it a little bigger. And you can be a little careful with this, make it look a little better, you know. But I'm doing this a little quicker. So. And one thing I do right off the bat is I use a smudge tool and I kind of blend it in. Smudge kind of blends it in. You know, that works. I kind of want to grab the eraser tool, set hardness to 0, and I kind of want to delete this part. Okay. And just grab the smudge again and just make sure you go from the rocks to up, because it's just gonna smudge the rocks and it's gonna kind of blend it in nicely. And yeah, oh, has some skirt. So let me smudge that back down. Yeah, something like that. So yeah, just work at that and just get it looking nice. So yeah, now we kind of covered the skirt, so it's just her picture. And now I kind of just merge this layer and your background, but you have to rasterize your background. Otherwise you can't merge, so just right click on your background and just click rasterize, and just now you can just select this and press command and select the other layer, and just you can just merge both of them. So now our logo is there in our background, everything is looking pretty good, but we kind of want to just kind of have our logo stand out, and our background not stand out so much. So one thing I do is I go filter and blur, and lens blur works the best. So just press OK and kind of blur our background, you know, because it's not the focus. We don't want to, it's not the center of attention or the focus. And then another thing I do is I get a black background behind my image. So I go one layer below and I go to this tool, U layer, and then I go to the paint bucket and then I select black and I just press anywhere. So now even if we had let's just see what happens. See, just did a black canvas, and now the reason I did that, because now I can just go to opacity and turn down my opacity, and it's gonna blend in that black with my background. And the whole reason is because we kind of want the background being there, but we don't want it to be just the focus. We kind of want the logo and the picture to be the focus. So that's why we kind of blend in the background with the other background, this black background, and we kind of turn down the opacity. So now, yeah, everything looks good and everything looks perfect. Yeah. One thing I did for my face logo that I use is I made an outline um, see this blue outline? I did that so it's just the layer style is the outer glow. um, Rather than have it in blue, kind of just want to go to my gradients and select the red because it kind of goes with the theme. um, so there you go, just make it red. um, yeah, and it's looking pretty good. And maybe you kind of want to have a text down there, doesn't matter, just have a text, any font works, doesn't really matter. Yeah, so there we go, we have a face. um, and just go double click it, just go to your layer styles. um, I want to go to gradient overlays because I have a lot of gradients. I'm gonna do maybe a red one, basic red. And let's do a stroke, a white stroke, so we can see what's going on. That's fine. You can do mess with a lot of these, but I'm just gonna do a quick one. So do we have a 2D text? Maybe we want to make it 3D, and it's not very hard. So to make any text 3D, you kind of want to have more text on the bottom. Like you just want to have this text on the bottom and just be in it straight. So I mean, it's kind of hard to describe it, but what you can do is you have your text layer right here. You want to press duplicate it. You basically want to duplicate this. Um, and one way I do duplicate quickly is I hold Alt. If you hold Alt and you click on your layer and you pull it down, it makes a copy, it makes a duplicate below it. So do that once, and then what you do is select your arrow tool and just press that down arrow and see how it moves your text down. And just do this again, duplicate that copy, and then just press that down arrow and it just moves a little bit down. Just do it again, it moves a little bit down. Do it again, it just moves a little down, and you can see that 3D effect coming into place. Let's do it again, and there we go. So you can see that 3D, or text is 3D now. Pretty simple way to do 3D. So yeah, that's all. One thing I can do is I could just add a brightness contrast, just up the contrast, because just makes it everything kind of pop. Yeah, and there we go. Quick way to do an avatar, and yeah, kind of have a professional looking avatar, so it's not very hard. Just if you work at it, just use your own image. And actually, if this is my first tutorial, so if you guys want to see more of this, I can do more of this. It doesn't take me that long. I can help you guys learn, help you guys figure out new techniques. So just leave in the comments what you guys want to see, and if this video does pretty good, then I can do another tutorial. And if this actually reaches 15 likes, I'm gonna post this file, the PSD. I'm gonna post a link in the description there so you can download it and you can just mess with it, and you can have this face logo, so you can just do your own pictures with it. Yeah, and I'll see you guys next time.